Hello, Mark Dolson.
Father Farley.
I only have a few minutes, but this won't take long. Is this the new uniform from seminarians?
I wasn't sure I should come in dressed this way, but
I hope you didn't track mud on Margaret's nice clean floors.
sorry.
Was it necessary that you run here?
Well, I try to keep a schedule. 8 miles a day. It's 4 miles between here and the seminary, and I'll run the other 4 when I leave.
I'm glad you could fit me in.
It's just that I always do the 8 miles around this time. When you called, I said yes to this time without thinking.
There's actually a time when you're not thinking.
Sometimes I think more clearly than at other times. When I'm on the phone, I don't think very clearly.
You think very clearly in Mass.
I feel at home in church.
Yes, that was very apparent on Sunday. Tell me, why do you think women are better than men?
I didn't say they were better. They're more loyal.
What makes you say that?
Is this why you wanted to see me?
Do you know that I'm advisor at your seminary?
Yes, Father DeNicola plays tapes of your sermons in our homily class, and the faculty talk about you a lot. They seem proud that you're on their team, but I never see you there.
Parish keeps me busy. Anyway, I asked some of the faculty about you, and from my description of you, they knew you instantly, and from what they say, you have quite the reputation.
Really?
And you lived up to that reputation on Sunday.
Did I?
Yes. And so I wanted to say how much I admired the things you were saying during my Mass, and don't ever do that again.
Why not?
You were challenging me in front of my congregation. I don't like that.
I took a stand.
No, you didn't. You took a grandstand. Besides, you're a seminarian, and if you want to become a deacon, you should be going to Mass at the seminary.
Believe me, I prefer going to Mass at the seminary.
Then why didn't you?
Because the rector sent me to yours.
Monsignor Burke?
Yes.
Monsignor Burke sent you to my Mass?
Yes.
Did he say why he was sending you?
He said that you were the most tactful priest in the diocese, and that tact was something I needed to learn.
He's really something.
You're not the most tactful priest in the diocese?
I might be, but that's not why he sent you.
It's not.
No.
Well, why do you think he sent me?
Because he wanted to get back at me for canceling a dinner engagement with him.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
He gets very upset when I cancel things with him, but he'll never show it, so he does something more subtle. He knows your reputation, he knows my dialogue sermon, so he put the two together hoping for exactly what would happen. In other words, you did what he wanted you to do.
If I was used as a pawn, that's the player's problem, not mine.
Oh, if you want to be a priest in the same church as the players, it is your problem.
Do you cancel dinners with him often?
Is that any of your business?
You just said it is my problem, so I should get to know the church hierarchy. Monsignors, advisors. Why did you cancel?
Someone from the parish was having a problem. I couldn't get away.
Really?
You don't believe that?
No.
Very good. You shouldn't. Actually, he and his sister had pictures from a trip the three of us took to Yugoslavia, and they wanted to get together with me over dinner to look at the pictures.
Why didn't you?
The only thing I can think of worse than the trip itself would be pictures of the trip. It was a harmless lie.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Worse than that, it was a useless lie. No.
Can I go now? It's not good to break up the 8 miles as much.
You'd rather skip the rest of your run, I could give you a lift. I have to go to the seminary anyway. I have a meeting with Monsignor Burke about 2 seminarians. Maybe you know something. Frank Carney and Alfred Verassi. Do you
Yeah,
know them?
yeah, fairly well. They work with the emotionally disturbed children every Tuesday and Thursday. I watch them. They're good.
They're together a lot.
Yeah, they're best friends.
How do you know?
I usually see them with each other during the day, so I assume.
I probably shouldn't be discussing this with you, but this meeting was prompted by rumors reaching Monsignor Burke that not only are they together all day, but all night as well. Do you know if that's so?
No, I don't. But, so what if they are?
Don't play innocent with me, Mark. When I was in the seminary, we could only travel in threes. Things have loosened up a little, but there's still strong taboos. Frank and Alfred are playing with the ultimate taboo.
They haven't taken any vows yet.
You know, there's serious question whether they'll ever be allowed to, ever.
That's ridiculous. One meeting can't decide that.
You're right. Meetings don't decide anything. They just help Monsignor Burke decide.
How are you going to advise him?
The only purpose of the rector's advisor is to find out what the rector really wants and then advise him to do that.
That must make you feel awfully insignificant.
You know, I'd love to discuss this with you further, but if I don't leave now, I'll be late. And the one thing he loves more than chastity is punctuality. Are you sure you don't want to ride?
Is that your Mercedes out front?
Yes.
I'd rather run. Listen, I don't know if your and Monsignor Burke's game rules apply to seminarians, but I hope you won't use your position at the seminary over me. I only spoke up at your mass because it was important to me. Becoming a priest is important to me. Please don't play games with it.
Mark, come in here.
I'm helping Margaret with the dishes.
Never mind about the dishes. Come in here now. It's important. Monsignor Burke wants to see you as soon as I'm through with you.
He's upset about the sermon.
He says it's not about the sermon.
It's not?
Monsignor Burke has appointments with several seminarians and now you.
Why?
Some dress funny, some hang out together too much.
What did I do?
It seems you were too vehement in your defense of Frank Carney and Alfred Verassi.
He's nuts!
Oh, that's just the kind of intelligent approach he's hoping you'll resort to.
Do I have to put up with this? Can I go talk to the bishop?
Oh, the bishop is so paranoid about this Frank and Alfred business, he wishes all the altar boys were girls, so he'll let Burke do what he wants.
What do you think he's going to ask me?
It's hard to say. These interviews change according to the person he's... Let's do it.
What?
The interview. I'll play Monsignor Burke. You play you.
I shouldn't have to go through this at
Art,
all.
relax. You don't have anything to be afraid of, do you? Come on. You just go out and come in like you're coming in for the interview.
I don't want to play a psycho game.
Mark, you have to go through this with as much grace as you can, tact as you can. You can't afford a repeat of your last encounter with him.
All right.
Good day, Dawson.
Hello. Hello, Monsignor Burke.
You're late.
Oh, I am? Well, sorry. I've been fasting all week and meditating every night, so time.
That's very interesting, Dawson. Have you considered a career in a contemplative order?
Funny you should say that. Father Farley suggested that very thing to me just
Well,
today.
he manages to have a few good ideas every so often. Leave me out of it. Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions. My first question has to do with Frank Carney and Alfred Verassi. I've been wondering why you reacted so strongly to the suggestion that they take a year off from their studies.
It wasn't a suggestion, it was a demand. They didn't take a year off. You kicked them out.
All right, if you want to be direct. Do you think that priests should be allowed to sleep together?
They weren't priests. They weren't even deacons. The
Oh,
vow of celibacy was far off for them.
do you think such practices are easily dispensed with?
Is your question something along the lines of how are you going to keep them down on the farm after they've seen Perry?
Stop your verbal acrobatics and give a response to whatever you interpret my question to be.
Yes. I think Frank and Alfred would have stayed down on the farm after they had seen Perry.
How do you know?
I said I think. I didn't say I know.
Let me ask my next question in your native tongue. Have you ever seen Perry? And if you have seen Perry, were they Parisiens or Parisians?
Both.
Really?
That's it. No more. You were shocked.
No, I was playing Monsignor Burke. Both?
Yes. Women and men. Two sexes. Monsignor, before I came to the seminary, I enrolled myself in a 3-year orgy that laid waste to every fiber of my character. Does that sound apologetic enough? How about this? Monsignor Burke, please understand. I explored the world by indulging my sexual ambivalence. I searched with my body, and I discovered that I could never reconcile my inner emotional world that way. Others have, but my unique personal and human condition called for another way. So, I invite celibacy. I will be happy to stay down on the farm because it's there. I will be calm enough to help others. And the only real joy in this world is helping other people. I feel determined and perfectly prepared to become a priest. What would you say to that?
Both?
Will you stop?
I'm sorry. It's just that I've never seen you in this light before.
What light?
Red light.
And you've never been in red light.
By the time my father left and my mother died, I was so confused I didn't want to be near a man, woman, or piano leg. Celibacy came naturally to me. Mark, if Monsignor Burke asks, say, yes, I have made love to Parisiens.
That's a half-truth.
Don't go throwing principles around now, Mark. This is too serious for principles. In a larger scheme of things, he's not that important.
But the truth is that I won't become a priest on a lie.
Better that than not at all.
I can't believe you're saying this. I won't listen.
Oh, all right. Don't listen to me. Go in there and do your martyr number. Just leave a forwarding address behind.
He can't get rid of me.
He can, Mark. Once you're a priest, you can fight him all you want. You'll end up hearing confessions in the cornfields of Iowa if you do, but at least give yourself a chance. Make sure you do become a priest. Try it my way. Be diplomatic. Avoid answering questions directly. You can steer the questions, phrase your answers certain ways.
You mean lie?
No, even Christ said to his apostles, be as gentle as lambs and innocent as doves and cunning as serpents. Christ said that.
Does cunning mean lying?
If you can afford not to be a priest, tell the truth. If you want to be a priest, lie. Mark, I want you to be a priest. I asked for you.
You asked for me. You said...
I know. I told you Monsignor Burke made me do this, but he didn't. I asked to let me help you.
Why?
Because you're a lunatic. And the church needs lunatics, and you're one of those priceless lunatics that come along there every so often and makes the church alive. The only problem with lunatics is they don't know how to survive. I do. Look, take my card. Go.
I had a tank of tropical fish. Someone turned up the tank heater and they all boiled. I woke up on a Friday morning and went to feed them. And there they were. All of my beautiful fish floating on the top. Most of them split in two. Others with their eyes hanging out. It looked like violence, but it was such a quiet night. And I remember wishing I had the kind of ears that could hear fish screams, because they looked as if they suffered, and I wanted so badly to save them. That Sunday in church, I heard that Christ told his apostles to be fishers of men. From then on, I looked at all the people in the church as fish. I was young, so I saw them as beautiful tropical fish, and so I knew they were all quiet screamers. Church was so quiet, and I thought everyone was boiling. And I wanted the kind of ears that could hear what they were screaming about, because I wanted to save them. A few years later, the people in the church lost the stained glass look of tropical fish, and they were only catfish to me. Overdressed scavengers. So I drowned out whatever I might be able to hear. I made my world, my tank, so hot I almost split. So now I'm back, listening for the screams of angels.
Mark, we have loads of reactions.
Isn't it a little early in the afternoon to be drinking?
It's just wine. Making wine was Christ's first miracle. He knew what he was doing.
Did you eat breakfast?
Never mind about that.
You should at least eat something.
You have to hear these reactions.
I don't want to.
They're not bad, Mark. I think we might have a chance. Let me just read a few.
Only if you put the wine down.
All right. As if you don't have enough causes on your hands. Now, I'll start with the worst and work my way up. Okay? Here's the worst. Are you ready?
Just read it.
We have no choice but to be catfish with garbage like that being thrown at us. That's the worst, and it's not so bad. I know him, Mr. Jennings. He's a jerk. Don't worry about him.
Don't read me more.
No, they get better. Father, I don't know if we're fish, but we're certainly not boiling. It's freezing in that church. Is there any way to turn up the heat just a little? It's not negative. Dear Father Farley, he's a very sweet boy. I had a goldfish once that died from chlorine in the city water, so I know just how he feels. I wrote the city complaining about the amount of chlorine in the water, and it goes on and on. But she likes you. Father, he shows unusual sensitivity. It is very exciting to watch such a change. You're doing good work. I wrote that one.
Oh.
No, just kidding. It was from someone in the parish, honest. And the final one, which I hesitate to read to you, but don't take this the wrong way, Father, but Mark Dolson is just great. Can he give sermons every Sunday? Well, what do you think?
I don't know. What does it mean?
It means we have a chance. There's hope. They're starting to like you.
Well, what do we do next?
Before we do anything, I'm going to call Mr. Jennings and tell him what a jerk he is.
Father, we just stay safe.
No, garbage. Who does he think he is?
It's all right.
He pisses me off. Well, he does.
He might fight back.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm a coward? You don't you? Because I won't make an appeal for you. You think
No,
that I...
let's not get into it right now.
No, well, maybe I will. You don't know what I'll do.
You shouldn't talk to anyone.
Will you just calm down? I'm fine. Oh, yes, Margaret. Oh, he is. It's Boink. Margaret, I just realized I haven't had any breakfast. Could you do something about that? Oh, I have? Well, Mark, I've had breakfast already.
You can't talk to him.
Yes, I can.
You're gonna get in trouble. Give me the phone.
No, you'll think I'm a coward.
You're not a coward. Let me talk to
No!
you.
No!
Please,
Ow!
Father. Please. Hello, Monsignor. This is Mark Dolson. I'm taking Father Farley's calls right now. Yes, we meet more regularly. And I didn't get a chance during our last meeting to thank you for making this special arrangement. It's been... Yes, I did give another sermon. Well, I was only hoping to make up for the sermon I had given earlier. I'm sorry if the people you spoke with thought it was inane. I was trying to... I see. Is that decision final? 2 weeks. Monsignor? I think what you're doing is a sin. Yes, I'll tell him to call you.
What happened?
It's official. He wants me out. Damn him! It's not right. He can't just make decisions like that. I'm gonna fight him. I only have one more Sunday. All I'm asking from you is that you let me make my own appeal in my own way at your
You
mass.
can't make an appeal for yourself. That's like nominating yourself for president.
Who else will do it?
It's not necessary. You're getting carried away. I'll handle this.
No!
I'll call Monsignor Burke.
No.
Yes, I'm going to call him
No,
right
you're
now.
drunk.
I'm at my best when I'm drunk. I'm not your typical drunk. I think more clearly, speak more clearly. My vocabulary is better. This is the best time for me to speak to Burke. Monsignor Burke, please. Oh, hello, Tom. Mark told me you called. Now, just slow down, Tom. I can do whatever I want in my parish. Don't presume more authority over me than you. It was a good sermon. Mark has made incredible strides. Yes, he told me, and I totally disagree with your decision. This whole sexual question is ridiculous. He will keep his vows. What? Yes, I'm keeping my... What are you... Tom, there are limits. No, I will not be threatened. If I decide Mark will give another sermon, then he gives another sermon. If I decide to give a sermon about Mark, then that's what I'll do. You are not going to intimidate me with your Gestapo tactics. And another thing, I had a terrible time in Yugoslavia. Goodbye, Monsignor. I'll do it.
What?
I will make an appeal for you.
You don't mean it. It's the wine.
I do mean it. It's not the wine. I'm going to cash in my popularity stock for power. Monsignor Burke will be flooded with letters and phone calls.
What do you mean, cash in? What will happen to you if you make an appeal for me?
If I make an appeal for you this Sunday, Burke will do everything he can to make sure I'll be in Iowa by next Tuesday. But my people won't let that happen to me. They won't let me go.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not afraid of Burke. I've prayed for that. I've prayed not to be afraid, and right here and now, I'm not afraid.